You're welcome to the Pulse of Africa community. I hope you're doing great today. If you're joining us for the first time, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed and connected to Africa's most important news reports. Your engagements will help this video to reach more people. Thank you very much.
The Brigade Laabal received an alert from a member of the public about a suspicious case of selling drugs, of narcotics, and all sorts along the line of the railway station known as the Gare de l'Est in Ouagadougou. We were alerted by a gentleman about a suspicious case of selling drugs, of narcotics, and all sorts in the area in the middle, all along the main station of the Gare de l'Est. We moved to come to this level to verify. We found an apron, and he was selling cigarettes, there it is, and then others. But we checked inside that material. As far as narcotics are concerned, we did not find any in this material, the hole in the wall. There. It's there. We saw others, but he claims that it's not his. But he also does not know who put it there. So everything depends on knowing, anyway, that even if it is not his, he can be complicit there. So he cannot be sitting here and people come to smoke the drugs next to him and he does not know where it comes from. So somehow he is also complicit. So he must bring us proof and help us understand where it comes from, if it is indeed not him.
Good day and welcome to our channel. Today we bring you a detailed report on the operations of the Brigade Laabal in Burkina Faso's capital, Ouagadougou, where law enforcement agents have embarked on a determined campaign to crack down on drug trafficking. The citizen who contacted authorities described activity in and around the station zone, people who appeared to be engaged in illicit trade using hidden spaces, the hole in the wall, and sheltered areas. Even though when agents arrived they found a table and cigarettes for sale, they did not immediately find narcotics in that particular spot. Yet they noted that even the presence of buyers smoking drugs near a cellar whose source is unknown raises the possibility of complicity. As he said, even if it is not his drugs, he can be complicit. He must help us understand where it comes from. This shows the brigade is not only looking at direct sellers, but also at anyone who facilitates or turns a blind eye to illicit trade. The Brigade Laabal was established on 18th June 2025 with the purpose of restoring order and discipline in the behavior of the people of Burkina Faso. This means the operation is relatively new, but already undertaking visible field actions in neighborhoods of Ouagadougou. The focus is not solely on drug trafficking, but on broader law and order issues, yet in this case, we are seeing the drug dimension clearly in action. In the neighborhood of Hamdaleh, for example, the Brigade Laabal has undertaken high-profile raids. Videos from social media show agents moving into dense urban quarters at night, checking hidden compartments, investigating buildings, and removing illegal installations. In the Gare de l'Est zone, agents moved in after the tip-off, and even though the immediate find was cigarettes, the investigation revealed other items and activities that raised suspicion. This describes how agents found a cellar of cigarettes using a table. They checked the material and did not find narcotics in that spot, but they also saw signs of activity linked to hidden storage, the hole in the wall. Agents then brought the suspect for further questioning to trace the origin of possible drugs. This method shows a layered approach. Visible trade may cover hidden narcotics, and the brigade is aiming to peel back that layer. A key phrase stands out: even if it's not his, he can be complicit. This underscores that the brigade is not simply arresting people in flagrante, but is also looking at the network behind the trade. In drug trafficking, especially in urban centers like Ouagadougou, the seller is often a small part of a bigger chain. Someone provides the location, someone else stores or hides the narcotics, another person distributes. By focusing on potential facilitators, people who rent space, let others use their premises, or remain idle while drugs are consumed nearby, the brigade is aiming for a structural disruption. The drug trade in Burkina Faso has implications for public health, crime, youth vulnerability, and social stability. With the brigade's interventions, the government is signaling a stronger enforcement posture. The presence of hidden drug dealers operating near main transportation hubs, like the Gare de l'Est, is especially significant because these hubs provide access, mobility, anonymity, and the chance to blend into dense flows of people. Furthermore, for residents and commuters in Ouagadougou, operations such as these mean greater visibility of law enforcement and potentially greater disruption of illicit trade, but also possibly collateral impact, night operations, questioning of passers-by, increased checks. The brigade must balance effectiveness with respect for civil liberties and minimize disruption to lawful commerce. For the citizens of Ouagadougou and neighboring areas, these developments mean a few things. If you are in the Gare de l'Est area, you may see increased police, brigade presence, more checks or investigations around smoke sessions or gatherings near transport hubs. For community leaders and families, this is an opportunity to engage. If there are suspicious activities, they can report them and assist in restoring safe community spaces. In conclusion, the story of the Brigade Laabal's raid and investigations in Ouagadougou shines a light on the ongoing struggle many African capitals face when it comes to narcotics trade, urban crime, and social order. It gives us a snapshot into the ground-level operations, an alert from a citizen, the movement of agents to a station zone, the inspection of a table selling cigarettes, the discovery of hidden holes, the detention of a suspect for further questioning, and the assertion that mere inaction in the presence of drug use may amount to complicity. It is a story of law enforcement becoming proactive, of examining not merely where drugs are openly sold, but where they are quietly stored, of validating that the person present may not be the actual trafficker, but may still play a supporting role. It also signals to traffickers that transport hubs, such as the Gare de l'Est, are under scrutiny. The broader significance for Burkina Faso is that restoring order and discipline, as part of the brigade's mission, is being operationalized through such action. While the challenge is large, the message is clear. Authorities are taking the fight to the streets. From a personal perspective, I find this development very encouraging. And if other countries would have adopted this style of chasing drug abuse, it would have been a very good gain in the country. The use of citizen tip-off combined with visible raids demonstrates a dynamic and responsive approach by the Brigade Laabal.
It also shows that tackling drug trafficking is not only about arresting obvious sellers, but about dismantling the web of support and passive involvement that allows illicit trade to flourish. My hope is that this operation remains transparent, respects human rights, and engages the community, because lasting impact comes not just from raids, but from partnership with civil society. There is also caution. We must watch for unintended consequences such as collisions with community life or overzealousness. But overall, the momentum seems positive. Thank you for joining us on Pulse of Africa. If you found this report informative, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Together, let's stay informed and connected. Until next time, wishing you a good day.